Here's a little glimpse into what my day's like when our son is admitted. I usually have a couple minutes to myself in the morning to get myself ready and get myself into something comfortable, and then I'm on my way to the hospital. It's always really hard for me to leave my youngest without me for sometimes up to 12 hours at a time. He struggles with it too. We both have a really rough time, but we adjust and we make the best of it. I think I'm not alone when I say that for moms it's extremely hard to have to split yourself and be in two places at once. Welcome to Josiah's room. He was stuck in this room for 8 days and he was not able to leave the room because he was extremely contagious. If you've ever heard of RSV, well, Josiah had something that's even worse. His virus is called HMPV and it completely took down his whole entire respiratory system. He was feeling so extremely sick. Here, he's finally showing signs of feeling better. He's laughing again. He also started to show interest in doing things that he likes, flashcards, books, his usual. It was not always easy to keep him entertained in the room. I know it sounds silly, but I had to also keep myself sane, so I was able to leave the room for 5 to 10 minutes to go downstairs, get my favorite drink, an iced latte or a matcha, and you won't believe what that little thing did for me. Just doing that completely reset and recharged me, and it just made me feel so much better. I know it sounds really silly, but for those of you who have been in this place where I'm at, I think you might have an idea of what I mean. Here I am walking back to Josiah's room, and I swear every single room in this hallway looks so familiar. I feel like we've been to every single one. This place just feels like a home away from home for us. On a different day, here's my little guy coming up to the room with me so that I can swap out with Chris and take over for the day, while Isaiah, our youngest, goes to spend the day with his dad. Taking care of Josiah as his mother and providing for every single medical need that he has is such an honor. It's an honor because God chose me. He chose me to do this because he knew I would do it best. So I remind myself this when I'm feeling extremely tired and just exhausted, that God must have chosen me to do this because he knew I would do it best. This is so much more than just being a mother. It honestly just feels like a job as well because there's so many other things that you have to do that moms of healthy kids don't need to do. When you become a mom, a medical mom, you are given so many things that you need to learn how to do, and you need to do it very well because the actual life of your child depends on you. No matter how amazing the hospital is, the real work begins when you take your child home. And you don't get to just say, I need a break, I'm not going to do this today. You got to do it. You got to get up and you got to do it because you know their life depends on you. This is the high flow machine that Josiah was put on in order to help his lungs open up and recover faster from pneumonia that he developed from this horrible virus called HMPV. He was on this breathing support for around 4 days. Pretty much as soon as he got on this breathing support is when we started to notice he's getting a lot better. He was receiving lots of IV fluids and antibiotics. He was not tolerating his feed until the end of the week. So we were finally able to get him back on his food, and that felt really nice because I knew that the road to recovery is so much closer than I thought. When he started to tolerate his feeds, I could just tell he started to feel a lot better. Imagine not eating when you're sick. And that's exactly what he was doing. He was not able to eat anything when he was sick. He was surviving purely off of Pedialyte and IV fluids. He was also starting to get extremely pale and skinny. I can't imagine not being able to eat when I'm sick. I mean, it's not like we have the greatest appetite when we're sick, but you want at least some soup or something.
Say bye. Good to see you.
Josiah, say bye.
I'm so happy.
Hello, Starbucks. We meet again. Honestly, I'm so glad that this Starbucks is on the 3rd floor. If you're wondering what I'm drinking today, it's iced matcha with coconut milk and extra vanilla cold foam. It's the little things. What a total reset. I get excited about the smallest little things of life, and I love that about myself. Walking back to Josiah's room again, and as always, I can't help to think, I seriously know every single room on this level. I feel like we've been to every single one. Here's my little guy buying himself an apple juice. He's just so adorable, and he's so excited about the elevators. He just loves pushing all the buttons. It's 9 p.m. and we're heading home. I'm so excited to spend some time with my little guy now.